Hi everyone, this is Becky with Feathered Nest. I'm going to try to get a quick video done on our RV that I've been promising. I wanted to show how I organize it and set it up. I do try to make it as homey as possible. So yes, it is decorated just like I would at home. We have candles, we have decorative touches, comfy touches, and that sort of thing. It's a Class C, and this is what I mean by Class C. You have the driver's area, and we are connected. It's not a pull behind, that sort of thing. And then over here is the dining area, the living room area. It has two slides, so the slide is out so I can video it. And then the TV and entertainment area. Going to swing around over here. This is the entry door, what they call a pantry, which I do not use as a pantry. And then this is the freezer and refrigerator area, the bathroom, and the bedroom at the back. So I may have to do this in two parts, but I'm going to try to quickly go through it. Now, it's not set up for an actual camping trip. We're actually using it kind of as a spare bedroom. It's Thanksgiving tomorrow, and we are going to take it to our in-laws. They have a large piece of land that they have set up with hookups for us. So it's kind of just going to be an extra guest bedroom for us on this trip. But I will show you how I set up the RV for food. So let me quickly go ahead and show you. This is where what they call the pantry, but this is where I store all the paper goods. Because it is so shallow and narrow. As you can see, it only fits a cup's width. So food just really didn't work there. So I have our paper goods here because it is accessible if we are dining outside and I need to grab more cups or paper plates. It's very easy for me to just step up in here and grab more. Also, I chalked the inside of this door. That way my family can look and see what is available as far as foods. This is set up from our last trip, but it basically stays the same. When we bought our Minnie Whinnie, we were on a trip at Disney World. So we kind of had Minnie Mouse and Mickey Mouse on our minds. We had to do all our paperwork through faxing while we were there. And then when we got back, we got to go pick up our Minnie Whinnie. So our first trip, because we still had Minnie Mouse and all that on our brains, I made Minnie Mouse pancakes, and that just stuck. It's become a tradition. So our first day, we always have Minnie Mouse pancakes. And then after that, each morning, you can choose any of the other items to have. We like to, and you know, one person can have the pancake sausage dogs, and another person can have granola. So everyone gets to choose. It's not a granolas the next day, pancakes the next day, you know, that sort of thing. So some of this is chalk paint. See, it doesn't rub off. And then other ones, you know, the items of food are removable. So I do the same for breakfast, lunch, dinner. And usually our first day pulling in, we end up getting there late because we stop along the way and do things. So I never know when we'll arrive there. So I don't plan on cooking our first day as far as dinner. And you see here, you can see where, you know, you can wipe off the chalk. And then our last day is the same. I never know when we're going to pull out and all of that sort of stuff. So that's what I do there. And then here's the refrigerator. And I do label it because I know where things sort of fit and how it works. To me, having our sodas that we are going to consume while traveling, I put here. And then we have an ice chest that we keep outside once we get to the site that's full of beverages also. And then I also know that some of the foods that we take on a regular basis fit in here in a certain way. So I do make a container of the egg salad and the tuna salad and that sort of thing. And as you can see here. So since the main dish changes a lot, I just leave it open there for whatever the main dish is. And we usually have hot dogs on hand, whether we eat them or not. And then our milk and orange juice fit perfectly in here. And these little bars are just regular tension curtain rods. They do make them specifically for RVs, which I don't know if you noticed are also in here in the pantry. I keep a lot of these in different cabinets so that while we're traveling, things don't come. Oh, well, okay, maybe they do. Normally they don't come sliding out, and I'll fix that in a little bit, but don't come sliding out when you open the door after you get parked. So in this drawer right here is where I keep any type of sandwich and kind of hot dog fixings and that sort of things right here, so that I can just haul that whole bucket outside when we're having hot dogs, hamburgers, sandwiches, that sort of thing. Okay. And then underneath the refrigerator is where I store our food storage items. So we have our baggies, our foils, our plastic wraps, and different little Tupperware type containers. And then I'm going to go up and over here. Now y'all know I'm kind of fanatical about coffee bars. I just love them. It's a hang up of mine. And so I have to have one in my RV. And that is what this is. This is where I store all the K-Cups. Again, the tension bar, but I did cover this with a little velvet crunchy. Just because I thought it was prettier. Okay, so then I keep my disposable cups, and then my souvenir cups. This is the one I drink out of. This one is just holding stir sticks and cream and sugar. Okay, and then the coffee machine is actually right here, and the outlet for it is, whoops, right here. So I usually, once we get where we're going, plug it in, and then the cord just lays flat down here, and I can still shut this. This is, of course, the main control panel. This is where I store, right here by the stove, is where I store all my most used cooking utensils for cooking indoors. We have a whole another set for the outdoor in the basement area. And then here's where I keep my salt and pepper, and I do have a box of tissue. No, it has never flame has never gotten close to it. And then this is just a candle. Because like I said, I like to light candles and feel like we're at home. While we're driving, this is where I keep my glasses, and obviously the stove. And I'm getting kind of close here. Okay, the what do you call it? Kitchen towels. And then in the drawer below that is kind of my little baking center. It has the mixing bowl, muffin tin, silicone, and excuse me, there we go. Measuring spoons and cups. And then over here is where we keep all our cleaning type supplies. There's a cleaning basket that I take around and clean up when we are ready to leave. Some chemicals that go in the bathroom. And then our little storage bag here. And I think my husband screwed that on. If not, it's you know, got sticky or Velcro on it. Over here is, this lifts up. It's just an extension counter piece. And then right back here is where I slide in the other little extension countertop up here on the sink. This is where I put my dog's bowls so that I don't forget to fill it up with water and everything. Because once we get where we're going, we're all excited, and my poor dog is running around, you know, thirsty. So I keep it in here so I don't forget. They're got rubber bottoms so they don't scratch up the sink. And then I fill them up, and they go right down here in this area. This is where I keep the plastic silverware. In here, straws, that sort of thing. We use lots of forks, and I can take that tub out with me if I need to. And then down here are the kitchen linens, hot pads, dishcloths, that sort of thing. I also have two of the command hooks up here where I hang our kitchen towels to dry. I keep soap in a lotion container up here. My husband did, in case you ask, and I have had questions like this. So these are not the original fixtures. These were bought at Home Depot in the regular, you know, area where you buy these things, not appliances, fixtures. And he installed those for me. Let's see, up above here, this is just the control panel for different items in the RV. This is where I keep our large appliances and cookware that I use the most, and a few in the back there in this little bin that I don't use as often. Crock pot, a toaster. In the toaster I actually keep up here. We flip the top up here and put toast in here, and it plugs in right here. Okay, and then I don't know if I showed. This is where I keep the Keurig. Okay, and okay, I think that's it on the kitchen. Now onto the living area. Down here is where I store all my extras to replenish with. I have the Kleenex, extra napkins, extra paper dinnerware, plastic china, and paper towels. And I see I need to add a couple more rolls of paper towels. So these are just your bedding bags, and I just repurpose them, and they fit under here nicely. So that's what I use for that. And then up above is what I use for my pantry. And this has 2 turntables in it. They're rather large. And then these containers are normally in my house. I set them out here so I could show you. I do label certain things that I may haul in and out, because then the next time we go on a trip I may forget, where did I put this? So a few of the cabinets do have, like my refrigerator, do have labels. On this turntable I have jars and cans. Back here I have my pancake tube, and that just reminds me that that's where I put that when I bring it out to the RV. I just fill it with the pancake powder and then add the water when we have the pancakes. And then right here is where I keep my dog's container of food. This I fill with cereal from our home, and then also where I store bagels, granola, and that sort of thing. And then over here I keep in the container here chips, the little snack size chips, and then cookies, popcorn, and this says Buc-ee's because we always stop at Buc-ee's to buy snacks. So that does change, so I never know what's going to be in there. And then these are just to tell me that's where those buckets go. This is my s'mores bucket, which is normally full of the s'mores items, but the last time we went camping, the you know, the grams were kind of getting soggy and stuff, so I just threw all that out and decided to replenish our s'mores bucket for the next time we go. And then this is where I store any breads, hamburger, hot dog buns, that sort of thing. On the lid, see here, the lid of the door, I had my husband install this metal strip, and this is where we keep our chip clips, or you know, bags, clips to close up bags, and that's where we put those. And then over here is where it just houses, and it's ugly. It's got all the wiring and stuff for the TV and that sort of stuff. We do, if we bring a case of movies, we set that case up here. And then over here, each of my kids, both kids have a little cubby where they can just store certain items. If they're going to bring a book, or, you know, some sort of remote game, electronic game, or any souvenirs they might pick up, they have their own cubby to throw that sort of stuff in. And then over here is a bed, and it pulls all the way out here, and it's a twin size, and we use the air mattresses. It did have a heavy mattress. We replaced with an air mattress. I keep the sheets for it in here, and then my kids, I label their pillow here, pillows with their initial, and that pulls out. And then my husband made where we can make kind of a bunk bed type deal, and he made a board type base here that goes all the way across on top, and it makes a bunk bed. So we put another air mattress and the bedding on that, and that's where another one of my kids sleep. This is kind of how we have it set up here. These are their blankets that they use as their bedding, but they like to sometimes snuggle up with them if they get cold. So I keep them right here and until we're ready to go, and then I usually place them right here. This is a bin. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot the other bin on the other side over here. There's the other cubby. Over here is just where we keep, we put our computers here. My husband and I both have put our computers, one on either side. Our game basket, that's just a little box that we keep, you know, when we're hiking or whatever. If we find a seashell or a rock that's really cool, we'll label it with where we found it and the date, that sort of thing, and put it in there. And then up here are these cabinets that I just opened up here. Over here is where I keep the jackets, some little thing of gloves right here. And then this is what I load up if we're going to eat outside. I will load up anything from inside that needs to be taken outside. And this is plastic silverware. This is where we throw our purses when we are traveling, because it's right by the door. And then under here is just an empty bin where we store extra sodas, that sort of thing. And when we have guests, I instead of putting sodas, they get to put that put their things in there, and then they sleep on this bed. It pulls out, and then over here is where we keep. We throw off our shoes over here instead of piling them up at the door. And then over here, our flashlight and kind of quick emergency things. My doggy's poo bags, excuse me. And then a little box back there that kind of has a little bit of a, you know, screwdriver, extra batteries, that sort of thing. So, all right, that is the kitchen area. And I'm going to move on to the bathroom and master bedroom area. All right, bye, my friends.